handover video on the Swift Conqueror 630. So we'll start off at the front. You've got your Alco stabiliser, the hitch head, black handle goes up to be able to put the towable in, handle slots down, stabiliser pushes down to the green bit there, pops up, and obviously secure. To release, stabiliser up, releases the towable. You've got your breakaway cable, jockey wheel, handbrake, 13 pin plug which connects to your car and does your exterior lights and 12 volt to the fridge if your car is wired up correctly. Also here we have your gas locker, you have your bulkhead regulator and obviously two spaces for two 6 kg propane gas bottles. As you can see, we have lights on around the van, including your awning lights, like so. Then we have your fill-up point for your toilet. Obviously, so you mix your water and toilet chemical into this one here, which then gives you the flush, which then empties out into the set, which you can pull out and empty. Have your waste outlet, your battery locker with 110 amp battery, mains point and motor mover isolation key. Here you have two water inlets. So you have one which goes into the pump, into the aqua, which then goes in the bottom one here, which is direct to tap, and you have one here with direct to tap, now inside the van. Once in the van, make sure, obviously the first thing you want to do is make sure that your shutdown button is on. So obviously once it is on, you will have power into the van, which power on there above the door. Above there we have water pump, fuel tank, view levels. So obviously view levels just show you the levels in the van, tank, vehicle battery, letter battery. Also before you run water through, you want to put these two drain off valves in the down horizontal position. Depending what you want to do, you have obviously the drainer system, which is in the upright, or you have external supply. So obviously that feeds from your aqua roll outside, which then you can get it to fill the tank. Then you can turn it over to internal tank supply, which then will run from the tank, which then obviously make sure it's full, and then it will run straight from the taps. So at the moment we are in internal supply. So if we get this here like that and turn that like so, we press water pump. Obviously that runs straight from the external aqua roll outside. But if you don't want to do that and you want to fill the tank, you just press fill tank, and obviously that will start to fill the tank. And once your tank is full, you turn it down to internal supply like so, which then water pump on, and you can use the water directly from your tank. And then to turn off the pump, just turn off like so. Here we have your Audi 3010 control panel. So you've pressed menu, you've got your internal temperature there, which you can change just with the plus and minus key. Here you can have hot water on or boost. Then you can have it on 1, 2 or 3 kilowatt, depending on what your supply is coming into the van. And then gas on and off, or you can have them both together. To turn off, just press the off button like so. Obviously before using an electric, you need to turn on your charger. So obviously once you press these, they will indicate the lights, so that will be bright green, bright orange, and then obviously like so. And then here we have your 12 volt fuses, and obviously what they're for in the corner, and then your main RCD and 3 MCBs. here we have 3 gas hobs and 1 electric hob on top. Obviously self-explanatory. To run it on the electric hob, just turn 1 to 6, and obviously with the hobs you just push it in. While pushing it in, hold the igniter button. The same goes for the grill and the oven. Here is your domestic fridge. So to turn on, hold the power button, and you've got 3 settings. You've got electric, gas, and 12 volt. 12 volt will only work when connected to the car and will only maintain the temperature in the fridge already. Gas, once highlighted on gas, it will start to tick, and when it is lit, all this will stay blue. If you get the flashing blue like this icon and the warning sign, obviously if you're on gas, all you do is you just press the warning button, which acts as a reset, and obviously should hopefully light the second time. With electric turned on, obviously it will just connect to electric. To turn off, hold that like so, and that turns off. Then in the bathroom we have your Thetford toilet. So obviously once you're ready to flush, press the button here, empties out into the toilet, and then you've got the little flap on the bottom, push it away from you, then close. Also fitted to the caravan, you have a sergeant alarm. So all you do is press once, then press twice to disarm. Before we demonstrate the motor mover, we have 2 pieces of paper in here that we leave, just some notes, winterization notes, basically just to explain how to winterize your caravan. Obviously the correct way, just to stop any frost damage, and then obviously your warranty cover with all your warranty, what's included, and then highlighted what is not. On the van you have a power touch, also all-wheel drive power touch mover. So to turn on, isolation key like so, and on the handset hold these 2 buttons like so, that's the power on, then you hold the centre and that, and all the motors start to engage. Once finished engaging, you'll get a solid green light. Now you can release your handbrake, and obviously the caravan will move in the direction that you want it to by using the handset like so. Once finished, always apply the handbrake first, and then you hold in the centre button on the opposite side for your to disengage from the wheel. Once it's solid again, you can turn off the controller like so, and go back round to the battery box, turn isolation key off.